Then we are going to the next step.
Climbing that mountain with Mr. Spites and the people that he's put together.
This company is giving us a gift to raise our leadership lid, not just raise it, we need to bust through it.
Tony said something so powerful, Nita. He said it's because network marketers created the company.
That we've been able to help currently thousands of families all over the world to become financially independent.
I have been able to help so many people become financially free.
I have 3 daughters, so that's been very important for me as I'm able to build my business around their schedule instead of the other way around.
So I get to travel the world while building assets and wealth.
The company has given me the ability to visit persons and places I've never thought I'd be able to do so before.
Anyone who wishes to do this have the ability to do so.
It's not only about the generational wealth that we can build with this company, it's also about the personal growth that we go through to get to have that personal wealth.
We're like an airplane, you know, when you come to an island, and we were all excited to get on that plane and board it to come here because we heard so much about how beautiful this place was. When you come on board GSP Airways, we have seats waiting for you.
We are changing the world. We are changing everything around blockchain technology.
Take this business seriously. It will enable you to grow as a person, create short-term cash flow, create long-term wealth, over and above that create generational wealth, and all through that you get to experience amazing locations around the world that we're experiencing here.
We're taking you to a place of abundance, a place of freedom, and a place of prosperity. So welcome on board.
If you grab it and you run with it, you can change the trajectory of your family and their generations for many, many years to go.
This platform is going to be #1 in the world.
I am going for #1 with this company, absolutely 100%.
You are the leader, you are leading, and people is trusting you, and corporate will never disappoint you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. It is fantastic to be here on this call with so many of you. I can see the chat function is lighting up at the moment. We've got all sorts of people from all over the world on this call. Over 2,000 people watching this on Zoom live. I know we're broadcasting into our Facebook group as well. And this recording will go out into our YouTube channels too. So welcome to today's call. Just briefly, let me know where you're dialing in from. So go into the chat function and type in the town, the country, the city that you're dialing in from, maybe even the time zone. I know that we got people on the call from Dubai, Singapore. I can see Hawaii, New York, Belgium, Netherlands, South Africa, Valencia, Spain, Michigan, Puerto Rico on the call. I can see Hong Kong, Ibiza, Zimbabwe, Netherlands again, Atlanta, Stockholm. Welcome to the call. Ghana from Africa is on the call as well. Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So that is fantastic to see all these different time zones, all these different people, professionals, community from all over the world tuning in to this call, this once a month community and corporate call. And this really is quite a different call from what we've had in the last short while, simply because we have multiple speakers from multiple platforms, companies and departments within GS Partners and the wider group coming to give you, the community, the latest updates. But before we go into that, I just want to introduce myself. My name is Bruce Hughes. I'm the corporate trainer for GS Partners, and I'll be helping you roadmap our call today. And joining me as a co-MC and a co-host is a good friend of mine, a face that you probably all recognize. the beautiful Miss Alina Lima. Alina, it's so good to have you on the call with us today. It's so good to see that smiling face. And I know the community has really missed you over the last 2 months, as there's been some restructuring and consolidation of some of our companies in the background. But it's so good to have you on the call, Alina. How are you?
Oh my God, it's been way too long. It feels like it's been so long since I last joined, and I saw a few of you guys in Dubai. I got to meet some of you guys in Dubai. It was so amazing. And a whole summer has passed. I'm refusing to believe that summit's almost over, but it's like how crazy that a whole summer passed since our last time. But yes, I'm so happy to be here. I have heard there are many new people now in the call, so welcome. This is very exciting. My name is Aline. Today is celebration time, like September. It's 1 year since I have joined, so it's like my first anniversary. Who would have thought that 1 year, like a year ago, I would have never imagined that almost a year later I would have gone on stage with you, Bruce, and talked to like so many people. I was shaking and I was like so happy. And so I'm very happy to celebrate this 1 year. And most of you guys that were there, I started with SkyGround. It has been a beautiful journey, and this journey has evolved. Let's put it this way. It's been so I'm now officially with GSB Group. So I was so happy and excited to finally announce this, And together we have put together IMI FinTech Group. And, it's where we are creating so many new products and so many exciting things. And we're going to be announcing them today in a call. Not everything, because it's a lot, so we won't be able to announce everything at once, but many new things through our special host. We have many guest speakers coming, and they will be giving some spoilers here of what's coming and what IMI FinTech it's preparing for everyone.
Alina, absolutely love that. And again, it's so good to have you back on these calls. For all the new people who've joined us, I do want to roadmap today's call and just manage some expectations along with Alina. The first is this. We have multiple speakers coming onto this call to give you short, sharp updates. Now, that means that the detail is going to be less than maybe some of you are looking for. And I want to tell you the good news. We're going to be having leadership calls tomorrow at 4 p.m. CET. We're going to have a community training call on Wednesday at 4 p.m. CET, because we're going to be going through the details every single week for the entire month of September to make sure you, the community, are educated, up to date, and have been given detailed information. This call, however, is our headings. You're going to hear the main headlines, the main announcements from our key speakers. And Alina and I have the privilege of taking you through that process today. And so our first speaker that we're going to go across to is the master trader, a gentleman that we as a community are very privileged to have brought into our ecosystem. He brings a huge amount of value and experience from multiple markets into this community. And so we're going to head across to Mr. Dennis Ates as he updates us on what's taking place within our trading platforms, products, and services. So Dennis, I can see you sitting in the Dubai Information and Education Center. I can't wait to get back home to Dubai. But yeah, looking forward to the updates you've got for us today.
Perfect. Hi, welcome everyone. My name is Dennis Ates. Please just type in 1 if you can hear me well, 2 if the connection is not so great. I just want to make sure everything technically works well. That looks very much like a 1. Perfect. Thank you very much. So my name is Dennis Ates. I'm a financial expert, I would say. I'm in the world of financial trading at home. I also do a lot of M&A transactions on and offline, on public markets, and also on the private side. I'm here for 2 reasons. Firstly, I'm going to educate you on how financial markets function, how you guys can take advantage of the technology we are providing for you. And secondly, I will also show you exactly what I am doing to make the most profits out of trading. That's for conventional assets such as Forex, stocks, commodities, ETFs, all that stuff, but also on the crypto side. To give you a little bit of background about myself, I just turned 40 in July this year, and I've been working on financial markets since my first working experience in school when I was 14 years old. I was, of course, mostly making coffee at that time at the trade desk, but I still smelled already the air of financial markets. Ever since, I've concluded more than 350 M&A transactions, that's buying and selling companies, and I've founded or co-founded more than 56 companies. Last year, we had an outstanding performance in Forex trading where we closed the books audited on almost 8,500% return. This year looks even better because we have managed to implement an audit onto the crypto numbers. And of course, we all know crypto is very volatile. So for us, it doesn't matter if the market is rising or falling. We need the movement in the market to make the most out of it. I know this all sounds very Chinese for you guys. It's not going to be sounding Chinese very soon, unless you're speaking Chinese, of course. And we will make sure you understand what we do in the perfect way. We're going to provide signals and we're going to provide you with the tech. There's a big tech update coming. And on the 15th of September, we're going to launch a lot of new package. I also don't want to take this information or level of information too deep into detail, but I can tell you there's amazing stuff coming. We have checked the platform up and down. We've added bits and pieces. There will be an amazing app, so nobody's tied to their desktop anymore. And there will be lots of opportunities to take part in the financial game. Because if you don't learn how to make money from your money, it's going to be a hard process to implement success. So you have to use the leverage of your cash in order to work for you. Otherwise, you will always end up exchanging time for money, which is the worst deal you can do in your entire life. So I'm very much looking forward for you guys to join me on the Academy. We have also another friend of mine joining in a minute. His name is Liam. Some of you might have seen him before. He will give you a bit of insights, and he will also show you that there is a competition happening very soon. He will give you all the details, but I can tell you, with a little bit of our help and a little bit of your work, this is a great opportunity to make some real returns, because that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for commercial energy, we're looking for success, and we provide you with the best possible technology and the best possible knowledge. And that's what we as experts have been onboarded into this project in order to let you guys pick our brains, let you guys participate or profit from our decades of experience. So I hope you guys understood what I was trying to say. I know I'm a financial guy, so I'm not a public speaker usually. So pardon me for any misunderstandings here. And I would hand back to Bruce, who will then introduce the next speaker.
Dennis, we so appreciate that. And I love the fact that you're bringing Liam into the team to make sure that what you say from a financial, capital, equity, energy point of view is understood by our community. And that really is a key role that Liam is here to play. He's a brilliant educator, brilliant communicator. And for those of you who are new, who haven't yet met Liam, I'm going to let him introduce himself, some of his history, as he works alongside Dennis to make trading simple and profitable for our community. So Liam Murphy, it's so good to have you on our call again.
Great to be back. Thank you. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, Bruce. Guys, as Aline mentioned, it's been a bit of time since I've joined one of these calls, but we've been very much working in the background. Dennis has hinted and gave a few teasers as to what's coming from a technology perspective. You may now hear, Aline mentioned it earlier, IMI FinTech. This is now the vehicle essentially that we're using in order to bring the best financial technology to you guys. So we've been working away with that in the background, but also as well as, as a FinTech, giving you all of the tools that you need to invest in the markets. As always, and anyone who's joined any of the sessions that I've done in the past, what's really, really important to IMI FinTech and to me personally is to allow you guys to invest in yourselves. We will give you the tools in order to invest in all of the capital markets that you would like to invest in. But what's very, very important, and this is why we have such a great expert in Dennis on board as well, is to allow you the education to invest in yourselves. So in terms of what's coming over the next few weeks, over the next few months, we have some very exciting things. As Dennis mentioned, we will be launching a new competition. This is, one of the things that in the past when we were offering the trading, this is one of the things that I know you guys really loved and everybody got really involved in. We want to take that to the next level now. So on the 16th of September, there will be a new competition launching. Will be more information about that coming very, very soon. This is going to be super exciting, and this is going to be something that everybody can get involved in. But alongside the competition, and this was kind of the theme of last time, when we have these competitions, we have these amazing prizes, it's also an opportunity for you to learn along the way. So things that we're keeping the same are we're going to be bringing the great competitions, bringing the education. Also, we still have the amazing one-on-one support team led by Andrea. Some of you may have dealt with him and his team in the past. They will be there on hand to give you one-on-one support and guidance in actually taking part in these competitions. But not only that, these are things that you can take into the future, when you're actually looking at how to invest and how to expand your knowledge in the market. So we're going to have webinars from experts like Dennis. I'll be getting involved as well. We have Andrea and his team giving that one-on-one support. And this is something that everybody can use to grow. As well as that, so on the 16th, as I mentioned, prior to that, we'll give all the information that you need in order to take part in that competition. But I have been told that for anybody that buys a certificate between now and the 15th of September, you will also get access to exclusive signals and training webinars to put you in that pole position when you take part in trading again and get involved in the competitions. So we're adding a lot of new things. We've kept a lot of things the same. We don't want to change too much at one time because there are a lot of things that I know the community loved, and we had that feedback in the past, but we also want to put ourselves in a position to innovate and to add new things. So that's all from me for now. I know I kind of always pop up in these calls, do a bit of teasing, and then drop back, but we're going to have a lot more information to come forward. And I really am looking forward to joining you guys on that journey.
Absolutely love that update. Liam and Dennis, we're very excited to launch into that new platform, start using the new app, start using the upgrades and the new tools that have been put in place. Now, to the community, if you are new, you'll notice that the GS Partners Education and Marketing Platform sells you one key, one certificate that gives you access to multiple market sectors block folios. And you've just heard from one of those today. So I want to give you the good news that on the 16th of September, why the 16th? Because we run our sales cycles mid-month onwards. On the 16th of September, we will be putting a meta trading block folio into the certificates, meaning that you will be able to load your crypto loads into those certificates. There will be dynamics and bonuses in place that'll allow you to take that load and put it into the trading platforms, the trading competitions, the trading opportunities that you're hearing about. Now, does that mean we are going to lose our meta portfolio managed trading block folio? We don't lose it. Anybody who's purchased a certificate continues to benefit from the meta portfolio. But any certificates going forward, in other words, once we've replaced the tab, any certificates going forward will be loading directly into this improved platform systems and tools to help give you the most value. So I wanted to update you on how we're structuring certificates and Blockfolios going forward to line up with the launch and the competition that Dennis and Liam are talking about. So to change gears slightly and to change course slightly, we are going to move on to another part of our call, and we're going to hear from more of our speakers and industry leaders. And the next one that we're going to hear from is one of our group CTOs. Now, we have two group CTOs. We've got Mr. Alex Kochendow, who for the last 3-4 years has been building out our ecosystem and is primarily focused on our decentralized platform, Lydian World. About a year ago, we identified that the scope of this project is growing so quickly, and the teams of developers have grown so vast in number that it was time to bring on a second CTO. And there's no one better than Mr. Felix Honigvax, who comes from both the crypto banking payment rails background, was hugely influential in some of the early projects. I'm not going to drop names here, but it's one of my favorite ones that launched back in 2015. But Felix, you become such a vital part of the team, and we're looking forward to the updates that you're bringing to the community as we continue to grow the ecosystem bigger and larger. So Felix, over to you.
Thank you so much, Bruce, and thank you for the opportunity to speak to the community after a little while. I want to shift gears as well and talk about some of the innovation that we are bringing to the community. And first and foremost, for that, we are taking a new and exciting product to the market, which is Apertum Labs. Apertum Labs is a community-driven blockchain that really is going to revolutionize the way that we deal with cryptocurrency, uniting all of our experience from the different teams all around the world. I'll talk a little bit around what it is, how it impacts the community, some of the technology, how developers really play a strong role in this, and why some of the programs that we are bringing alongside this exciting new technology and what it really means for us today. So first of all, what is it really? When we think about blockchain all over the world, then one of the biggest challenges that we see on an ongoing basis is speed and accessibility. When we think about Bitcoin, for instance, and we think about transfer times or confirmation speeds of up to 30 minutes or sometimes longer, it is just no longer timeless. So we put all of our heads together, all of the blockchain experts that we have all around the world, and we said, let us build something that is uniquely ours, that represents the technology of today. Introducing today Apertum, and Apertum really is a new and modified blockchain, taking the best of the old world, which is Ethereum, and combining it with lightning speed transaction speeds, but also with low fees. And this is really going to enable us to do tokens and NFTs and everything we know about the modern kind of world. It is really designed to be a community product. And what does this really mean? If no one is using it, it doesn't really mean anything to the blockchain world or the crypto world all around the world. We have built into this real community incentives such as blockchain bonds and smart contracts and a whole variety of different elements that we're going to be introducing over the next few weeks and giving you detailed insight into what this means for our overall community. As I said, it all relies on blockchain technology, and this technology enables us almost to have instant speed in transferring value from one person to another or one wallet to another. At the same time, it's extremely energy efficient, which means that we don't need huge computing powers and big data centers and all of that, because we've designed it for energy efficiency and therefore low cost from the beginning. We have created a developer incentive program, and in this developer incentive program you can imagine a whole variety of different developers from all around the world to come together to really add to our ecosystem, whether those are decentralized applications such as dApps or really building exciting new products inside our ecosystem. We have got a refer and earn program that really makes it extremely easy to utilize the benefits of Apertum Labs and share it with all of our friends and family all around the world. This is not just for blockchain enthusiasts, but also those who are coming extremely new into our ecosystem. In order to make this real for everyone on an ongoing basis, we will integrate Apertum Labs into centralized exchanges, not just into centralized exchanges, but also decentralized exchanges with very specific tokenomics. So everybody is incentivized to use Apertum Labs. We will have a decentralized NFT marketplace to make trading of NFTs extremely easy, and a few nifty products that we're going to take to market, such as money markets, where you can take loans against assets, or of course a decentralized leveraged exchange for the more advanced traders amongst you that really want to use all of the trading teams that Dennis and you and Liam are taking to markets. We'll have real world assets with USD and Euro and gold and real estate that can be traded for Apertum on the blockchain, and many more features that we're going to be announcing over the next few weeks. In order for us to really understand the next steps for this and how this really comes into our world, we're going to start with smart contract consolidation, and the best person to talk about this is my dear friend and partner, Mr. Alexandru Cocendau, who will take us through the details of the impact onto the Lydian world ecosystem. I would like to thank all of you for the time to speak to you today, and hope to see you all very soon.
Hello everyone. Mr. Bruce, I believe your microphone is muted.
Oh.
It's muted again. Mr. Bruce, your microphone is muted.
Man, come on. I'm trying to get this to work. Oh, that's frustrating. I said a whole lot of smart things there, but basically it sounded like this. Felix, thank you so much. You've become such a valuable member of this team. And we're so looking forward to Alex sharing the first consolidation action as we start moving towards the Apertum that you're implementing within the Lydian world. So thank you so much. And again, I can see you at the Education Information Center in Dubai. Man, I'm missing that place so much, and can't wait to get back there. But over to you, Alex.
Hello to everyone. First of all, for those who they don't know me, I let's say engineered the entire design of Lydian world, and this virtual world, it has many things to show us forward. For those who knows me already, I'm here to present to you a little bit more of what is coming up next, and to raise up a little bit awareness over the community, not only over what's coming up next, but also over new opportunities. So thank you to everyone. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share with you a little bit of what's coming up next. And this is including as well a reason to participate in our event in South Africa, which is going to be an explosive moment, especially for the Lydian world, but not only too. Before I go forward, and before I go deep into the utility of Apertum presented by my dear colleague Felix, I want to reach to that moment, especially so we can understand. And I'm also prepared a nice view here. We have the Lydian world map in the office, which Mr. Bruce is so hardly missing, and we are expecting him back here in order to understand more things. How the blockchain is it going to integrate into the Lydian world? What is it going to be its purpose coming up on the Lydian stater, on the Lydian Lions, on our marketplace, but not limited to. So let's take a look together and let's see what do we have for today. Hello to everyone. Before I begin, I would like to let everyone know that I have a blue tick now, finally. So please make sure that you will write only to this ID if you want to write to or to follow me for updates. But keep in mind that neither I or any of our colleagues, including the chairman, as his account is constantly cloned up, will never ask you to do any kind of investments through social media or through any kind of information. Or even though if you're asking for my help, I'm here to offer it to you. All I will ever ask you is just your username, because basically, why should I need any other information if I can communicate with the team in order to receive the information regarding your problem? So if you would like to contact me and you need my help, just keep in mind that aside from the issue itself and the username of your Lydian World account is nothing you need to share with any one of us. We will never contact you via Instagram or Telegram or so on, any social media. So please stay safe and keep in mind that as long as you stay safe, we can keep you safe as well. We have a nice contest. Now it's about the Lydian world and the expansion. We are entirely reshaping the platform in the terms of the homepage, in the terms of easy explanation and easy joining to the community. We do understand that the community and all together with us built a very large platform, and this is not something which you can understand in a few minutes. Therefore, we are proposing a new contest. Take a video of yourself at maximum 1 minute. Just share your experience with the Lydian world, how it was for you to understand it, to join it. What is your experience so far? What you would improve as well, of course. This is something which we always keep an eye open for, and we are ready to listen to your messages. The first handpicked 100 reviews will get into a draw, and together live, we are going to see on which of the countries you are going to receive one free citizenship. It can be a citizenship from a small value up to the highest value. We don't even know as well, because we will do this, as we already know, super transparently live with you over Instagram or over YouTube. We are going to share this publicly, and we are going to give you these citizenships. So let's see what's next. We are speaking now about Lydian world and its e-commerce side, because this is what basically is it going to develop across the platform, the most demand for the entire Lydian stater and the Lydian Lion ecosystems. Why? Because everything what is in the Meta e-commerce, it works based either on the Lydian stater or on the Lydian Lions. Let's see what's coming up next and to see where and how this is going to work. You will be able to view and to manage plots, to build on them and to buy and sell them. So in order to have access to these plots, of course, you will need to use Lydian stater. And let me remind you something. The quantity available for mining of the mining Lydian stater, it's completely as a value, it's less than entire value, which we will require to purchase the available plots. And of course, you saw that we updated the map as well. And by the way, we will come also with a more beautiful and interactive way to reach to your favorite country, to pick up your citizenship and so on. Now, what we need to understand, the Lydian Stater is it going to be the first smart contract opened under Apertum. At that moment, we will have a process of exchange the current Lydian Staters, nothing to worry about. Everything is going to be super smooth and extremely easy to be understood by everyone. And we will have the required time up to 3 months in where you have the time to do your movement to the new blockchain. Along with the Lydian Stater, many other products, services, they are going to be moved under our own blockchain. At the launch of the blockchain, we need to understand that this is also focused in a way in where the developers will have access. This is opening gates to which we don't even understand the boundaries. They are very, very high. In terms of, imagine that with our blockchain, multiple Lydian worlds will be able to join us. So I'm encouraging all the developers of the community to connect and to start developing. You will have our support as well in this situation. So basically, you have time now to think about your project and think how you could implement it in the future into our new blockchain. So speaking now about the event and what we are going to launch up next is going to be strictly and dedicated for the e-commerce inside of the Lydian world, but nothing of these could work unless we have a running blockchain. So everything, it comes together. All the Lydian Staters will be tradable as well. The Lydian Lions will start to be exchangeable between the users, and this is a very big news. Speaking about the Lydian Lions, speaking about the Lydian world, and how you could improve now your portfolio of citizenships, it comes up next that forwardly, you will be able to load into your GS Partners account a special load dedicated for the Lydian world. How this is going to work, we are going to have a load. Once this is loaded up, we will have a special dedicated page, and straight away, once your account is linked with the Lydian world, you will receive a list of available citizenships based on the quantity of Lydian Lions which you generated. Therefore, you will have just to choose with one click what citizenship would you like to upgrade into your portfolio, and this is going to be reflected straight away into your Lydian world account. Basically, let's say I'm fulfilling a certificate, I'm going to receive my bonus, and now I'm going to the dedicated page. In there, the account knows already which citizenships I have. It knows already which citizenships are available for me for the amount of Lydian Lions which I do have now available. I can always top up with extra Lydian Lions on my account, and I am able to get new citizenships. Lydian world, it's about expansion. It's about bringing communities together, and it's about building up. We started very low. If you remember, 0 citizens. We are not a platform which came away from nowhere. We are a platform which came and built up from nowhere. We are speaking now about hundreds of thousands of citizens, millions in rewards, and everyone can have a chance now to build up again. So this is not a program and a promotion only for those who are already in the world, but also for the newcomers. That's the reason also why we are reshaping the entire platform in a sense in where we want to bring a little bit more ease joining into the platform. Therefore, the game book is going to have a second version. And the second version is it going to be a light book. And the light book is not in the mood to go through such a long text reading. You will be able, from the comfort of your couch, to play the movie with the game book and understand more about how Lydian world works. Thank you very much for your time. I'm very happy to be here, and I think everything is clear from this point of view. We do understand together the expansion of the Lydian world, that we are growing fast and we are heading up through to a meta e-commerce experience in where absolutely the Apertum blockchain and whatever everything what the team is building together, it comes into the Lydian world. Thank you very much, and I wish you a pleasant and a lovely evening forward to everyone.
That's an incredible update, Alex. For the users of Lydian World, I'm going to ask the community, those of you who are part of Lydian World, type LW. and a number out of 10, 10 being you are super excited, you cannot believe how far the platform has come. 1, type 1 if you're brand new and you're still learning, and any number in between. The good news is, as Alex has just said, and Alex, look at that chat function, it is absolutely lighting up.
I'm saying it. I would like to answer two questions more before I'm leaving. For clarifying the rewards distribution, especially for the new people. So basically, the entire world runs the GDP. That's the cumulated GDP of the real countries in the real world. Now we need to understand that this whole number, it's represented by a percentage by each individual country. So for example, if that is a big reward, let's say 1 million, which is going to go into the Lydian world, this is distributed in each country according to the GDP of that country. Inside of the country, we have the, let's say, ranks, because we are all familiar with this term. And we have up from the president down to the mayor, they are sharing exact amount, which can be found in the game book. And the citizens are always sharing the other 50%. So basically, this is the way the distribution is done into the Lydian world. Everything is transparently. We stopped the live updates, but we have the daily updates. Why did we stop the live updates? The number of distributed rewards is so high at the moment where we speak right now, in where the cumulative rewards would not be, you would not even be able to catch them with your eyes. So therefore you have them all together and you can see them still transparently, and you can access the platform in a higher speed.
Yeah, absolutely spot on. And that's the level of transparency that this community has grown to love over the last 3 years. Alex, again, to you and your team, thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
To Felix and the team for bringing those updates. We're so excited for Apertum. Just to the community, I want to talk to you for a moment. We've gone and covered trading. So type the word trading if you're very excited about the updates you're hearing from Dennis, from Liam. Type that word in if that's something that excites you. Then type in gaming, and more accurately, e-commerce, if you're seeing the big picture of where Lydian World is moving to, from where it's at now as a fun game that people are playing with very real income, towards that e-commerce site that's being consolidated into the chat function. Let me know if you're excited about that. And again, to all the new people, I know this can seem intimidating, but we're here to hold your hand and educate you as we go. So Alina, it's so good to...
The Lydian World Metaverse is not limited basically just to the e-commerce. If you have, for example, if you're a doctor and you would like to have a virtual experience of your real place, you could just import it and allow the people to take a walkthrough to make bookings through you. You will be able basically to transport your business into another dimension. The cake, let's say the cherry on the pie, it is indeed the e-commerce, because is it going to develop more and more transactions over the entire platform, and every single transaction between every user, every shop owner, everything, is it going to be done through the Lydian Stater, and all the Lydian Stater is transparently transacted over the new Apertum blockchain.
Simple. So easy. Alex, it's so clever what your team has built out. It really is. It is next level. So we appreciate you so much for that.
Always, this is a common effort, and obviously this is the work of many behind. I'm just a messenger, let's say like this.
So good. Thank you, Alex. Thanks for your time. Felix, thank you. Dennis and Liam, again, thank you. Alina, it's good to have you on the call again. Now, I'm going to ask Alina to give us what are 2 or 3 action points from what we've covered so far that the community needs to be paying attention to before we go to our next speakers.
Hello, I'm still here. Let me see. Can you guys see me? Because I'm not being able to turn on my camera.
It should be coming on now.
I'm back.
Yeah, perfect. So just a couple of action points, some summary. What should the community be taking action for in the next 2 weeks as we move towards some of these updates?
Okay, before I just wanted to make a comment, because as I was watching them speak, I was thinking, oh, if I hang out with these 2 guys, with Felix and Alex, am I going to become a genius too? Maybe I'm going to be able to at some point create all this Like, oh my God, how do they make this? It's so much, it's so deep. It's like layers and layers coming every time. But the main things for us to pay attention moving forward. Tomorrow, there is a leader call at 4 p.m. Correct? That's confirmed. So leaders, we see you there tomorrow. And next Wednesday, there is this Wednesday, I keep forgetting it's Monday. Wednesday, there is a community training call also at 4 p.m. CET. So these are two important calls. And so it's a busy week for you guys. This is what we need to pay attention this week.
Yeah, so good. We really want to start the month strong. And so we want to put information in front of you. The good news is, community, you can go back into your teams, back into the mentors, the partners that you've registered with, and get finer detail as well off the back of these calls. Now, we've covered two large sections today. We're now going to change gears again, and we're going to head across to another section that sits inside of our certificate, specifically fintech, renewables sections that are overseen and really leaned into and given value to by the likes of Roger Hasanov and Birol Nadir. Now, we've got Birol Nadir on the call today. For those of you who are new, this man comes with a lot of experience, 4 decades worth within the marketplace, and he's been an incredible asset to this community over the last few months. So Birol, it's so good having you on this call. Just again, if you can introduce yourself to some of the new people and let us know how Swiss Value, the advisory board, and the markets are looking at the moment.
Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Alina. Good afternoon, good morning, everyone. First of all, can I wish happy Labor Day to everyone in the United States? Hope you're all having a good holiday today and we get to work tomorrow or even today. Anyway, welcome everybody. My name is Birol Nadir. I'm coming to you from Dublin, Ireland today. I am part of the advisory board of Swiss Value along with Roger Hasanov. It is our work. We are basically looking at 3 areas: fintech, property and renewables, and doing the due diligence for private companies that we will either keep private and invest in or take to the public markets. So that is what our job is together with Roger. We work together to really bring home the best investments for Swiss Value moving forward, the most dynamic companies that we can find that we believe will grow manyfold over the next few years. Before I go on and talk to you a little bit about Swiss Value, I want to talk about myself briefly. I'm 59 years old, married 30 years, 2 children, live in Dublin, Ireland, although I'm all over the world, as a lot of us are in this day and age. I've been 41 years in the stock market since 1982, started as something called a blue button in the city, working on the floor of the stock exchange, where you're not able at the time with no mobile phones to access data so quickly as we are today. So it was a lot slower in those days, but we learned a lot through that. And now through technology, we're even moving at much quicker pace. My company, also one of our companies in 1980, if you had invested in it, £1,000 in 1980 was worth in 1990, £1.5 million. So I have seen the largest growing stock market vehicle of the 80s. And that is something that is really, really important to be able to do that. I've been involved in £3 billion deals. One of them, a brand new company that started in white goods and televisions. And that company, Vestel, out of Turkey, started in 1989, is now worth over £1.5 billion. And that is one of the companies. Another company, some of you may or may not have come across, the company called Del Monte. Del Monte is a fruit company. This is another company that we were lucky enough to look at, take over, and grow. Again, it's a household brand. I think a lot of people say my claim to fame is finding a very, very small football team in England I have one jersey behind me there called Arsenal FC. Well, this is not a secret, of course, to anyone, but what was a secret was their valuation. In 1998, when I first invested in Arsenal, the valuation was at £50 million. Within 3-4 years, they got permission to move to the current new stadium where they beat Manchester United yesterday, for those football fans amongst you. And the day that happened, the price didn't move. And I said, this is not possible. So I did my own plan, did my own financial plans moving forward, took it out there to the marketplace, not because the club wanted me to, but because I did. And we started investing at 100 million valuation. We bought 8% of the company. We were trying to get more, and then other big players swooped in. In 2003, what was worth 100 million, we ended up selling in 2007 for 750 million. Now, one might say that's great, but what I will also tell you is today, Arsenal is worth 3.5 billion. So the point being is, why am I telling you all this? It's because there are other companies out there now that Swiss Value is looking at. Some maybe not as well known as an Arsenal or a Del Monte, but companies that we believe will in the future become huge companies. And these are the companies that you can participate in through your certificates, and we will make sure the right companies come in. So let me tell you a little bit more about Swiss Value and how we go about doing what we do. Roger and I, of course, as I said, are the two people that are in charge of bringing in these investments. We are the value creators. We're also making sure that we don't bring in any companies that we don't believe will be super, super great. You might be great in 3 or 4 sectors, which I will explain to you briefly, but if you're not great in all sectors, unfortunately, we turn those companies away. Roger is the one that is working on the sectors. I am the one working on the structure. Structure meaning taking a company public, sometimes in England, sometimes in the States, and sometimes also in Germany. So we have exposure to pounds, dollars, euros in fiat currencies. So when we have decided which company to take on, we then decide whether to leave them private or take them public straight away or sometime in the future. I'm going to just finish today because I know we're on a tight schedule. So I'm just going to tell you how we choose these companies and where we are, because some of you know me from the previous calls in May, June, and July. And for those that don't know me, I'll tell you where we are up to date and how we choose those companies. Well, we look for a few things. Number one, we look for good people and management, because you could have the greatest deal, but if you don't have the right people running this with the right energy, then any deal will fall flat on its face. We always look for a great story. Will the story stack up? Will it stack up not only to us, but to institutions and other big investors as time moves on? Well, one of the most important things is blue sky, good growth potential. Can a small company with the injection of capital turn into a much, much larger company? There is another thing we look for. And of course, for me, the most important thing is buying it at the right price. If you buy something at the right price, as I've told you before, you'll always do well. Sometimes you may not sell at the high, but you will always do very well. And this is absolutely vital. We do have several companies now in Swiss Value we're looking at. For those who have already spoken to us before and heard us, and I'm happy to say we will be concluding our first £100 million deal in the next few weeks, and that will be in the fintech sector. This will be published to our participants when it's done, but do know that we are finally there with our first deal, and it will be the first of many. So all I want to say is Roger and I are working hard for all of us, and our success will be your success. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, everyone.
Absolute gold there. Thank you so much. We get so many people asking, how are these certificate sustainable. And really it means looking at what's behind the product, right? It's trying to understand the different working mechanisms, the infrastructure, the trusts, the holdings, the privates, the public sector companies. And what you've touched on there, and if you look at the chat function, it's lighting up. What you've touched on there, that $100 million deal that's going through there.
Pound.
Pound. Those are the kinds of stats and information that people are excited about. So we cannot wait for that to be put into our community's hands. And for everybody asking, because they're going to, now that you've shared this, everyone's going to say, where's the proof? Can we see the numbers? Can we see the information? As Beryl has says, it'll be posted out into the community upon final conclusion of all paperwork, etc. In other words, once the company is responsible and legally able to share that information. So Beryl, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate what you, Roger, and the rest of the team are doing there.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to head back to Alina. Alina, what do we have next on our agenda today?
Oh, we have someone that I believe most of you guys already know. He is very out there, out and about, and something very, well, he's a shareholder, he's a board, he's on the board, and something very special that he's taking time, even though it's 1 week before his wedding, and he's here joining us in the call. And, I think some people already can have an idea who I'm talking about. Special Dirk. About to get married, Dirk, welcome. I want to hear more than about the preparations of the wedding. I want to hear about the bachelor party that I heard you had.
Yeah, thank you. You will hear more about that, no worries. I take a little bit of more time now to explain that to you. Hello, everyone. Hello out there. I see that we have a lot of people in the call already. I see all the leadership team is there. Michael, love your face going there. Bruce, Alini, thank you so much for the introduction. Thank you, B-roll. Thank you, Alex. Everyone was on the call. Why do we do that call with you? And why do we show you so many faces? I will give you a little bit of a background today, what makes this company different to other companies out there. The company here that we are talking about is, first of all and foremost, for me, the most important thing is that we implemented something in this space, in this area, that no one did before. So this is a unique approach that we are doing to, you already heard it from me, giving back big financial instruments to the masses. What does that mean? We are not the superstar Robin Hoods right now. We just turned around the mechanism of how things work on the big financial markets. I always told you on seminars already, when you were seeing me live somewhere in the world, and some of them will see me live in the future, when you think about you going to your financial institution, you going to your own bank, you going to your financial advisor, what do you think when you go there and you ask for a product? Do you receive the same product then over the counter than this bank, this financial institution is taking for themselves to make profit? What do you think? Do you get the same product from your financial service team, for your financial advisor, that you get or that they have to make their own profit? Type into the chat when you think, yes, I'm absolutely 100% sure I'm getting the same product that they use to make profit, or you say no. Yeah, that's what I figured, guys. I'm talking to you. Oh yeah, I see that in the chats. No, hell no, of course no, 1000% no. Of course. So you already see how the system works, of course. When you have a lot of influence, a lot of money, or a big community, then you can get into financial systems and instruments that have a way higher leverage and way higher profit solutions than you get as a regular single customer on your own. Therefore, we try to turn something back to the community to say, how do we do that approach? That we say we get financial big instrumental systems and then turn it around to give it back to you, and by that putting a big evaluation to that. So how does it work? First of all, the unique thing about it is that you have to pre-invest. And as you already know, our chairman, a big investor already. As you know me already, I brought in a lot of companies to our community where we have big evaluations. You heard about that before. So we did put up our network, our assets together, that we already have a foundation for you guys. And then with that, put out certificates in a basket structure so that you can participate through these baskets on the big money instruments that we, throughout our network, our relationships, our pre-investments, our assets, already gathered for you. Because our chairman, Mr. Hai, Joseph, and me, we are not new to that big financial instruments. That means we already had that network, we already had that people, that community, that products before, and we said now we want to bring in exactly that, and with you together build with this community a rocket out of that. Why? Because every company out there, when you look at big evaluation, big financial instrument companies, take the big ones. There's big companies out there called BlackRock, Vanguard. Look at Tesla. Big companies play with big communities. When there's a big community behind it, then they can do their big financial instruments. We do the same, but we do it with you together. So that means the first step we already did. We brought in our things, our network, our assets, and rolled out, first of all, trading certificates, and now whole baskets of certificates. That also means that you not always can see the companies that we acquire or have in each basket, because you want to participate out of the whole basket. And in these baskets, there are companies in there that we also cannot talk about it right now. Why? Because when you talk too early about a company, then B-Roll has a very difficult job. Because B-Roll and his team are there for public companies. Then Roger Hasanoff and his team are there for private companies. So what do? We look in the, by the way, right now is a perfect timing. I'm doing every single week between 50 and 100 due diligence about companies that are undervalued or have a disruptive, technology or idea. I just this morning did due diligence about companies that will change the world. So we are now starting already to acquire them for little money. But in the background, we see of all our companies, we have more than 80 companies already, of all our companies, which companies can be a fit together. For instance, a payment provider with a crypto providing machine, or a technology product back into a technology community. So we could put companies together in the background, and then when we want to go public with that information, there will be a making sense company here, and B-Roll and his team will bring them public, or Roger and his team will bring them to a point where we can do an exit strategy. And when you know about stock market, when you know about exit strategies from private companies, you know that undervalued company, the right timing right now to buy it because the market is very good for it. And then you want to go into the basket strategy, and 2 or 3 years later, these companies are minimum 10 times bigger in evaluation than right now. So that means already without the community, these companies are 5 to 10 times bigger. Otherwise, we would not acquire them. We only acquire companies that can be in 5 to 10 and 3 years, 5 to 10 times bigger. But now it comes. Imagine you have this company puzzle together, And one part of it may be out of the basket renewable energy and out of the basket technology, which fit together when you think about AI and everything like that. I don't want to talk too much about it, but when you put these companies together, right now, in the moment when you put them together, they are not 10 times bigger alone. They are 25 times bigger already because they fit perfect together. And then you bring this out of company, you bring that to the stock market. Then you're already crazy. But now imagine, now you prepare the stock market for this basket or these two companies that you did put together, and you say, I have 5 million people out there are interested in this company. What do you think happens to the stock market price when all of a sudden so many people, like a community, going and having interest to these companies and pre-evaluation? I can tell you, we're not talking about 25 times anymore. That makes sense to put this together. But when you put the accelerator on this and blast it on with community, what do you think will happen? I guarantee you, every of these papers, like you see B-roll, because I know he knows his game quite well, and I can promise you, every of these companies will go skyrocketing, because evaluation on the stock market is based more or less, yes, of a good company, good idea, but way more community that drives the interest and the market to these companies. And now just imagine, we have already more than 80 companies in the holding structure. We put 2 together here, 2 together there, 2 together there, and then we skyrocket the stock market with B-roll and his team, or exit strategies with Roger and his team. Can you imagine what happens to your baskets that you're right now in? I can tell you, they all blow up. They all blow up because we are in the background turning it already to that point that we already lined up experts teams. We lined up B-roll, we lined up Roger, we lined up Dennis and Liam with his team that are in the trading section. So if we need liquidity, we go on trading, leverage, putting it together and put it out there. And at the end of the day, guys, I'm so excited you can see that, because it's the first time that a company does it, creating a community here as a power solution in the middle and turn the big money instruments around and put it together. I can tell you that's never happened before. And there's no company out there who did that before, especially not with a community driver like you. And I tell you what, my goal is 5 million people in 1 year, and 3 years from now. Sorry for that. I told you last year already that we will be 20 times bigger. Now we are 28 times bigger in 1 year already. 28 we already achieved. It's going to be 32 times bigger very soon. And we have $1 billion in sales. So in 12 months, $1 billion in sales out of an area that we so-called network marketing never happened before within 3 years. Never happened before. So we are one of the big players already right now. In this moment when we talk, we hit 1 million people right now in this moment when we talk. And what happens 5 million people in 3 years? Is this possible when you have such a basket structure, such a digital structure? Thank you again, Alex and the team, for paving the way with the metaverse with Lydian World. You see there's going on and going on and going on. In the future, 5 years from now, the metaverse will have a market evaluation in total in the world by $600 billion, 600 billion. So we're talking about a major market here. We're talking about strategies, baskets here that all of them are already lined up with experts. I'm too excited for that. And at the end of the day, we are in a community driving area, in a community driving business with now 1 million people. Congratulations for that. I'm so excited about that. We touched 1 million people already, but 5 million people are that close, because I can tell you, when we can do 28 times bigger in 1 year, what can we do in 2 years? So we are growing exponentially right now because everyone wants that product that we have, because it's a no-brainer. In the background, all the experts work for you. The baskets are filling up more and more and more. And you see the weekly payouts, the weekly cashback programs already. We have people on certificates. I know them in person. I know them live. I know them. They make 250K per month on certificates right now. Come on, guys. You cannot beat that anymore. And why does it happen? Because we give big money instruments back to you guys. And when there's someone out there in this call who says, I don't know if it's beneficial, if it's working. Come on, guys, talk to your neighbor. Talk to your neighbor that everyone already can see that the certificates pay out every month. You see B-roll on the call. He made billions on the stock market. We are 4 companies. You see Dennis, he's a teacher for trading. You see Liam, teacher for trading. We have experts there. Alex Coachendau with his team for the metaverse, CTO Felix and his team for all the technical blockchain things in the background. You have who else? We have Bruce Aline. Bruce as the trainer for our network marketing structure. Frank Dylan, one of my friends, is also in this field. Come on, guys. Why are so many people right now so highly excited about what we're doing? Do you think we are hiding? We are not hiding. We are out there with 1 billion in sales as a massive, massive, massive company already out there in this field. Google me, I'm 30 years in this industry. I never was involved into any kind of money game, any kind of scam, and I don't want to start with it. So we will make it right, and we already did that right. This is the #1 unique thing that you can find. So I'm so too excited. Thank you for that. Staying with us, making this breakthrough together with us, giving back big money instruments to the people, and it will work out for everyone. It's a win-win-win-win situation. Thank you so much, team. Thank you so much, leadership team. And thank you so much that everyone believes in this story. And we will fight it through with you together. Thank you so much for today. See you soon.
Dirk, I absolutely love that energy. And I love that one major point that you shared, which was, we are here, we are transparent, we are not hiding. And then you go on to list all the different names, the reputations, the influencers, the decision makers that we bring onto these calls to give people the security in themselves that this is a team that can be trusted. So absolutely love that. Love the numbers that you shared, and looking forward to seeing you at your wedding, mate. It's going to be such a good celebration. So it's awesome stuff.
By the way, the bachelor party, Aline, was great. We have 8 people in Prague. Prague is not there anymore now. So, but I'm looking forward to the wedding with you guys. Many of you are with me on my wedding. So looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dirk. Thank you so much for that. Now, what Dirk named in almost a dream team, when you start seeing people like Birol Nadir and Roger Hazanoff, when you see Alina Lima, when you see Felix Honigvax, Alexandru Coachendau, Frank Taylor, Dirk Zellman, Dennis Ates, Liam Murphy, these names that have reputations and who have, more importantly, decades of experience in the marketplaces that are highly regulated. When you see these names on the call, I want you to have a deeper understanding as to how that's possible, because separately, these names are really successful already. But to have the ability to pull them into one common mission under one common banner, that in itself is rare. And the gentleman who's been able to do this is the founder, the chairman of the board, Mr. Joseph Haidt. And when you listen to him now on the call, when you hear the words that he's sharing, when you understand the vision, the direction, and the goals that he's positioned, it'll start making sense to you as to how he attracts such high caliber people into this project. So, Mr. Joseph Haidt, we absolutely value your time. I know that you jumped into one of the offices down there in Dubai. It's fantastic to have you on the call. And the community is so looking forward to the updates, the energy, the goals that you bring into this project. So, Mr. Haidt, over to you.
Thank you very much, Bruce, Dirk, and all team. Good afternoon. I hope all of you can hear me well. Can you hear me good?
Yeah.
You can type in the chat. I am so much excited, especially when I hear Dirk and all other speakers which we have here, high executives, absolutely. And I am very proud to see so many people with us, what we're achieved in such short time. In 2 months, GS Partners, Gold Standard Partners, ladies and gentlemen, will become 3 years old. 3 years old. We will celebrate all together and we will prepare something special for it. GSB celebrated in May, where I am Joseph Hyde, chairman of the board of that company, which include 7,000 affiliated companies around the world with multi-billion turnover, ladies and gentlemen. And this is speaking for itself. How many companies you saw falling, especially from network marketing? How many companies you saw falling in the last 3 years? I saw multiple companies. I saw many. And who is here? Gold Standard Partners and GSB Group. Because this company was created or structured to run long-term business, ladies and gentlemen, a long-term business. And before we start with business, to educate it people and to give possibility from comfort of your home to participate from everywhere. And before I begin my main speech, it was just a short over it and excitement. I want to introduce you a person which is a left from my side. And if you saw already on flyer, this person is involved in a real estate. He will tell more about him and about his career. I met this young boy 5 years ago.
Not young anymore, 32 years old.
Thank you very much. I met him 5 years ago, and I recognize his talent and his progressivity. And this is what counts. Step out from comfort zone, get educated, and go on, go massive on, have a will, and you will succeed, ladies and gentlemen. Don't stop, just accumulate more, and you will succeed. And this is our slogan, education. We had so heavy weight and many borders to create and to educate, and the people which know me, which know my words, which was participating from beginning on, they are still with us and they are not forgotten. And they understood what is coming now, they understood what is consolidation, and so on and so on. But I will come forth on with this after Mr. Ibrahim Mehdi. Sorry.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, from Luxury Homes, so he can speak more about him and about Luxury Homes Academy, ladies and gentlemen, which is coming to us, where we will educate you to become a broker, to work from comfort of your home online. Online, ladies and gentlemen, becoming maybe one of the best broker with one of the best company at this moment in UAE, not limited to UAE and Dubai, and internationally. Thank you very much. I will come on forward.
Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Ibrahim Mehdi. Some of you have met me in Seychelles, some of you never met me before, but I'm so happy to be here today with you, and I'm so blessed to be part of this community and to be near to this gentleman, Chairman Mr. Joseph Hyde. Just wanted to give a small brief about myself. I am the founder of Luxury Homes Real Estate. I've met Mr. Joseph 5 years ago. I started my career in Dubai 2017. I've been working in Emirates Airline as a cabin crew, normal cabin crew, getting my salary and like leaving my comfort zone. And then I realized out that we are in Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Real estate is the massive incomes. There is nothing can compare with the real estate in Dubai, especially in Dubai. There is a country where is living 230 nationality, different nationality, and all of them are making money from real estate. As Mr. Joseph just said right now, education is the key. So I'm blessed to be here again, to be a part of this. I'll be more than happy to give you what I have learned, my knowledge about real estate, and educate you guys and help you to make money. And with details, Mr. Joseph will tell you about the plan for sure. But again, we are Luxury Homes Real Estate. Less than 3 years in the market, we have achieved to be ranked one of top 10 companies in Dubai. When we sold for Emaar more than 2 billion. I don't know if you know this is one of our awards with Miraz and Dubai Properties is a government companies developer. They built almost 50% of Dubai. We have been also awarded from Emaar, which built the Burj Khalifa downtown, almost, let's say, the other remaining 50%. They are the two strongest developer in Dubai is Emaar and Miraz. And with grace of God, we've been in 3 years to be top of the 10 real estate developer and sales partner with those companies. And again, I'm so lucky and blessed to meet this man in my life. My life been changed. And just my advice, guys, go big, dream big, believe in yourself. You're gonna make money. That's it. I just don't want to make more money.
Thank you very much. These are the right words, ladies and gentlemen. These are the right words. The self-made, yes? And absolutely, it's just on you. It's just the will. It's just the will, ladies and gentlemen, to achieve it. If he wouldn't, he will not meet me and I will not recognize his talent and push more. And push more. Always is possible for more. Always. This is our daily work, ladies and gentlemen. Just push more. Get educated, just push more, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, multi-billion company again with us will be available for our executives. You hear me good, whoever will qualify as executive in month of September will be able to visit a course and become a broker. We will come on 1st of October in our next community call. We will come with details, with presentations and so on, yes, about what level you can achieve more. What level you can achieve more, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see in the last several months, what people and companies and experts we are bringing. Nobody was born with knowledge, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody. We are learning every day and accumulating every day. This man next to me came out from nothing, but he have a will. And now is leading multi-billion company, multi-billion turnover, ladies and gentlemen. Multi-billion, you can achieve as well the same. You can achieve it. Stay plugged, be educated, you will achieve. I am coming now back about our ecosystem. At 15th of September, respectively 16, we will come with 2 more loads, ladies and gentlemen. On 1st of October, we will come with the update of marketing plan. Why is this so important for us? Because you can tell me why is this important. Please type in chat why marketing is important. Why marketing is important. I wish to hear from you. growth, exactly, expand, success, build. Exactly, this is the point. You can have best product in the world, best product, but if nobody know about this product, nobody will have possibility to access it. Ladies and gentlemen, we see here community from all over the world. Yes, just recommend it, and that's it. Yes, just recommend it. This is very simple. Go out, find two people. If you don't know nobody, find one. This one will have other one, and so on. It's very easy. And you see what we are doing here. We see and we saw many people which was literally on the street. I saw many in the last 3 years. They was on the street. System made it that they went on the street and they was maybe employed in the last 10 years or 15 years in the company. And they went and they end up on the street with their families, losing their job because of the system by itself. This cannot happen with Gold Standard Partners, ladies and gentlemen, and with GSB Group. This cannot happen. And these people which was literally on the street, because they have will, now they are accumulating, and some of them already multi-millionaires with GSP, ladies and gentlemen, multi-millionaires. And we will create more, and we will educate you to grow your mind, This is the most important, because then you will understand how to accumulate and how to grow more and go on the next level. As we are bringing this company, structure it on the next level, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you are understanding my message. As I was telling you, 3 years before, education, long term, because we are not living one day or 1 month. We want to lead, we want to let legacy for our families. Yes, we wish to grow in minds, and we are learning every day. Ladies and gentlemen, G999 holders. Yes, a very important thing. You will be first after Apertum is grow, which will have possibility of consolidation, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, don't rush with the messages. It will be published, everything. Don't think that you will be forgotten. Everything will be published. We should have also today our Frank, if you know our Frank, yes, he's responsible to give a banking information publicly. He's unfortunately still on fly because he was on a local event in Tahiti, which is almost in the end of the world. And I welcome this great community as well. Yes, it's big difference on time, and he's on the fly back. But I can tell you, during the month September and maximum until 15 October, we will have global cards as well in function. Yes, be patient, and patience is rewarding, ladies and gentlemen. Same as our community, which was waiting last 3 years, and the consolidation I announced in the beginning of the year that it will be last quarter of this year. And look what we are bringing now. We are bringing on 15th September our Apertum Live, unique blockchain with a speed which is open for any kind of industry. We don't wish to limit us for no one industry, ladies and gentlemen, no one. And as you can see here, multiple of industries. As well, many other products are coming, and you will see more loads, more possibilities, more accumulation. Community is growing, yes? And because of this update from marketing plan, which can digest this ecosystem, ladies and gentlemen, this ecosystem, simple, easy, per click. And here we are, GS Partners, GSB Group. Ladies and gentlemen, just grow more, come out from your comfort zone, and you will grow more. Thank you very much around the world. Thank you very much to follow with me. We're had difficult way, nothing is easy, nothing is coming overnight, yes? But with your will, same as was my will to lead you to number one, you can already see the people which was that time on the begin, they accumulated wealth. They accumulated wealth, ladies and gentlemen, and they are already multimillionaires. So don't miss this opportunity. Don't miss this opportunity, never is too late. And we are bringing constantly products which everybody can access, everybody from around the world. One mention, whoever will accumulate or whoever will purchase a certificate now from first, already I think many of you purchase it, until 15, will have advantage for new meta trading, for Lydian Vault, load, citizens, and so on, yes, treasury, and real estate brokerage. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, is coming much more. And you see where this company is going, from a small marketing company, from a small network marketing company, where this company will go and where will not stop, will just go more. Where? Where is our place? Tell me, please. Tell me, please, where is our place? I see number one, just number one, ladies and gentlemen, because we don't accept number two, just number one. Okay? So let's go after number one, and you be for yourself number one. Okay? Thank you very much. Have a successful evening. By the way, we are sitting here in luxury homes. We have still 50 brokers on running. I want to show you in short. I hope you can follow it still. Many people left, yes, but still some are there. I don't know if you can see it. Yes, reception already left, but here is luxury homes. You can see this? Okay, so I wanted to show you, as my partner Dirk told, that we are real. We are real people. We are not hiding. Everybody can visit us. And of course, our next event is Cape Town. I'm expecting you to become a number one until Cape Town, and you will be happy. Thank you very much. See you on 2nd of October, and you will see many updates. Just go on. Thank you.
Mr. Haidt, absolutely love the energy and the clarity. You know, for so many people who are new to our community, and we have a lot of new people on this call, maybe in the chat function, if you're new, just type the word new right now. But for a lot of people on this call and in our community, to know the corporate team, to know the corporate partners, and then to know the chairman of the board are coming onto these calls, sharing their passions, sharing goals, sharing reputation, sharing experience, just really brings a next level to this community that I don't think any other project has been able to duplicate so far. And that's testimony to the DNA that you've put into this company, our partners like Ibrahim and the rest of the team. So we really, really recognize you for that and appreciate you for all that you do, Mr. Haidt.
Thank you very much, Boots. And again, to all of you, I'm very proud. Just go forward. and see you in Cape Town and in our next calls. Stay plugged. This is very important. If you stay plugged, you will get educated and you will grow. Thank you very much. Have a nice evening.
So true. So education is at the core of absolutely everything that we do. And there are some key dates that need to be diarized that you can plug into in order to take your level of understanding from here to here. And the most important thing about having a level of understanding growing is also knowing how to apply it. Now, we've got some dates that are important this week and some calls and trainings that are taking place this week. And to share those dates and times with you, I'm going to hand over to Eleni before sharing some more dates and times for the rest of the month as well. So Eleni, over to you.
Wow, what an amazing call. So many good announcements, so many exciting things coming. It's like, wow, it's almost like, you know, don't wake up. It's a dream. And I see so many new people here in the comments, and this is so exciting. And the amount of new people, how quick the community is growing. Wow, this is amazing. And I feel very lucky to be part. And I'm looking forward for my own luxury home, by the way. I just put on my mood board there. Okay, so I will be one of those. And yeah, so this week, it's very important because we have tomorrow the leaders call at 4 p.m. And on Wednesday, we have the community training call also at 4 p.m. So these are the main calls for this week, starting the month already, you know, like training with the community, like with the energy, keeping the energy up. And as Joseph was saying, getting out of our comfort zone. If we want to reach there, we have to step out of the comfort zone.
Thank you so much for that, Eleni. So we've got trainings taking place tomorrow for our leadership, and we've got a community training call taking place this Wednesday. Now, the month of September, we are using as a foundation month. We're really using it as a training month to set the community up for this next chapter within the company's journey. And so I want to just let you know that every week we're going to do a presentation product promotion call, and then we're going to spend time training on two things. One is the updated, upgraded, and improved compensation plan, which launches on the 1st of October. And we're going to be training the community on our new marketing system. The new marketing system is due to launch on the 10th of September. And so we wish to take you through and orientate you on that marketing platform so you can leverage it to do the heavy lifting and, more importantly, the compliant communicating with your communities, your cities, your territories that you are growing inside of. What does that mean? That means as we train you on how to use the new marketing system, and as we train you on the new compensation and rewards plan, we're going to ask that you take that information and apply it responsibly into the market. We happen to sit across multiple countries and cities, multiple territories and sectors, and that means multiple regulatory environments that have different legal and compliance tick boxes in place. And so we really want to get you bought into this journey and bought into using the systems, the products, the tools responsibly to protect our community, to protect our platform, our partners, and our products. So we look forward to journeying with you in the month of September. Alina and I will see you tomorrow and Wednesday for leaders and training calls. Alina, thank you so much for hosting this call with me. To our tech team and our translation teams, as always, thank you for making these calls possible across so many different languages and territories. And then to our council team, our ambassadors, our executives, and our director leadership teams who really are leading the charge on communicating and supporting new members. A big thank you to all of you. We'll see you tomorrow and Wednesday for leadership and training calls. Thank you for your time and see you all soon.
Thank you, guys. See you tomorrow. Thank you for today.